Welcome to the NBA Desktop!
Paolo Yeti. I was at the Laker game that night, section 117.
I'm Megan Gailey, and I was sitting in one of those suites that doesn't have any food or drink. You know, like the rip-off suites.
Dan Bailey, section 116.
My name's Kevin O'Connor. I was sitting in section 108, the third row of the media section. My mother's a hairstylist, and she cut my hair until I moved out to Los Angeles. So really, this year's the first time I've ever paid for a haircut in my life, ever had to schedule a haircut, and that's why I'm slightly late.
My name's Jason Gallagher, and I was in the media workroom at the Staples Center. And that's really where all the heavy hitters sit. Stephen A. Smith, Jim Gray, myself, Max Kellerman was there.
My name is Kevin St. Clair. I was sitting in section 108. I've been wearing this 23 Laker outfit my whole life. LeBron's been dressing like me the whole time.
I'm Julie Fair, and I was in section 115.
Wow.
Yeah, started off good.
Foul's been handed out. Now Ingram looks like he's confronting Jason Phillips.
It went from 0 to 100 extremely fast.
It got very tense in the crowd.
I just saw Ingram's 20-foot arms just push hard, and I was like, oh.
That's where the scuffle starts. Lance separates Ingram from the thing.
And then when Rondo and CP3 just were so close in each other's faces, the place just erupted.
It's hot now. Paul punches a throw. Paul and Rondo throwing punches.
Rondo and CP start going at it, and all we see is the going for the mush, on the face. Rondo throws a left.
That's a punch.
There was a definite oh shit.
I mean, I think everybody was wondering what the hell is happening right now.
The thing I vividly remember was Max Kellerman. He was sitting casually. He stood up, walked very close to the TV, and said, "This is gonna be a big deal."
I thought people were gonna start fighting each other.
Chris Paul made a beeline to the scorer's table to talk to the broadcast crew. And that's how it got tweeted out. That spit was happening.
Did I see any spit live? No.
Everyone started chanting Rondo, which I'm like, I don't know if that's ever happened.
He heads back to the locker room. Ingram still jawing.
And then it was phones out. Everybody thought they were gonna get the best angle of the fight.
And oh my God, I can't believe this just happened.
Floyd Mayweather was courtside, and for a second I thought he was going to get in on the fight too.
Travis Scott was super animated.
So sitting in the front row on the baseline in front of section 108 was Kendall Jenner.
When you saw Kendall, is that when you were like, I really gotta get a haircut?
No, I had it scheduled last Thursday, so I had to reschedule to Tuesday. So I was getting a haircut before the fight, before I saw Kendall Jenner, before I felt an extra kick to get a haircut.
Man, Kiedis was hot. He was when they were taking Chris Paul down that tunnel, if he likes those seats, he should probably not act the way he did.
Yeah, I saw Anthony Kiedis there. Saw him flip out, saw him get ejected, and as a Red Hot Chili Peppers fan, I don't ever want to feel like I did that day.
The story that emerged was that Rajon Rondo spit towards Chris Paul, therefore making Chris Paul react. Rajon Rondo's story is that, well, among other things, that Chris Paul is not a good guy. Breaking news, man who uses homosexual slur says other person is not a good guy. I had a mouthpiece in my mouth, and I was exasperated. The idea that you can't spit with a mouthpiece in is patently false because we have the video of him, in fact, spitting with a mouthpiece in. Now he's gonna say it wasn't intentional, then why isn't there just spit flying out of everyone's mouth all the time in the NBA? 2, is that 3? 3, why are we acting like this is like a fucking sniper shot from the hills? He's an inch from Chris Paul. All you have to do is go, you can have anything in your mouth and just do that and the material will hit the person who's right there. Here is how Rajon was able to accurately target Chris Paul's face with his spit while wearing a mouthguard. Virtual Advanced Targeting System, otherwise known as VATS, Fallout. So we already have proof that you can spit with a mouthguard, and because literally there's video of Rajon Rondo spitting with a mouthguard, but we're gonna prove that it can be done.
Yeah, let's put on a music.
Let me just say one thing about rich guys in Los Angeles. Hold on, stop, pause. There's a thing that happens when you get a certain level of rich, where you just are like, I don't give a f. This guy is probably worth $500 million. This guy is f***ing loaded, and he looks like he crawled out of a f***ing garbage can. Guys, never trust kids. If only they had known at this time when Brandon Ingram appears to be, how old is he here? 14? Still high, still extremely blazed. Who would have guessed that years later he would be throwing a punch from 80 to 90 feet away at Chris Paul's face? What do CP3's teammates have to say about this? His former teammates. Large infant child, big baby Glenn Davis. I played with both of them. CP3 is a very bad teammate. Shouts to Big Baby, he innocent. And then Kmart, let's hear from Kmart. No, good guy. On the herd.
People think he's a politician.
Okay.
People don't trust politicians.
Hold on a second. Why is Cowherd sitting behind a desk that is like 45 feet high and like 20 feet wide? It's f***ing insane. If you actually look at it, it's 3 desks because there's the bottom layer and then there's this middle kind of like, this middle granite strata, and then there's like the topsoil. Fave Blocks! Hey look, here is the workout regime of the incredibly fit Let's go! I love the security guard literally like, what was that, the Flash? Did anybody see what that was? And now, Evan Turner on Instagram. I want to play basketball with them double Ds. I can't fave that. I have to block that. Yes. Evan, come on. Guys, while you weren't looking, the Warriors f***ing ruined the league. Shouts to this guy for having the f***ing courage to put on a f***ing Richard Jefferson jersey and tell the goddamn truth! What an incredible look by my guy. I fave it. Thank you, Richard Jefferson fan, for putting on a jersey with no shirt on, and DeMarcus Cousins, you ruined the league. Let's talk to the commissioner. What's David Stern doing these days besides just sitting on a Scrooge McDuck fucking pile of millions of dollars? Weighing in on his controversial decision to nix the trade of Chris Paul, Dell Demps is a lousy general manager, and none of those players are currently with the team anymore, and he may lose Anthony Davis. The Pelicans had to come out and actually take a shot at fucking retired commissioner of the NBA, David Stern. We are very disappointed to read the inappropriate and inaccurate comments from the former NBA commissioner. Please put his name in this shit, you cowards. Say the guy's name, he's not Voldemort. What the f? Wow. I give it 4 out of 5 David Stern choking on butter. I fave that, that's great. Andrew Wiggins has this to say about Jimmy Butler putting his foot all the way in his ass and untying his sneaker and leaving it there, then putting on a fresh pair of sneakers, and then Wiggins has to play with like a sneaker inside of them. We've always been cool. People on social media make things better than what it is. Who are these people on social media who make things bigger than what it is? How about your fucking flesh and blood, Andrew Wiggins? I fave it, it's great. And now let's go to our friend Megan Gailey, comedian with some spice.
I think the Pacers are the most underrated team in the East. Listen, I'm a homer. I can't help it. I think Oladipo is a good person. I think he's a great player.
Great singer.
I love everything he's doing for the city.
Wonderful.
He lives across the street from my parents.
Oh!
My mom invited him over to Christmas. He did not come. But she did put a letter in his mailbox when he made the All-Star team, and she said, thank you for being an All-Star player and an All-Star person, and then she put a Pacers balloon on his mailbox. They text.
Thank you, Megan.
Is it okay if we cross-promote this on my platform, Uncontinuous?